Exercise 21.3, question 9, part 3. So in this question, we know the horizontal and the vertical displacement because we know that the horizontal distance to the post is 35 metres and we know the height is 3 metres and we know the ball, when it is kicked, hits the post. And we know actually the angle that it is kicked is 30 degrees. So what we don't know is we don't know the speed u at which it is kicked. That is a rubbish colour, so I'm going to change that colour. But let's proceed how we would normally proceed. As a vector, the initial velocity is the scalar u times by cos 30, and then the scalar u times by sine 30. We also know now the displacement is 35 and 3, and we know that the acceleration is acting only under gravity, so it is 0 and minus g. So using our Suvat equation, that r equals ut plus a half at squared, we get 35 and 3 is equal to u cos 30, u sine 30 multiplied by t plus a half of 0 negative g multiplied by t squared. So if we take the horizontal component of that, we get 35 equals u cos 30 multiplied by t. So therefore t is equal to 35 divided by u cos 30. And that doesn't actually give us a numerical value for t, it's still in terms of u. But that's not a problem, because we can now take the horizontal component, the vertical component, and substitute that t value in. So if we take the horizontal component, we get 3 equals u sine 30 multiplied by t minus g over 2 lots of t squared. Well, what is that? That is going to be, if we make this t substitution, that is 3 lots of u sine 30 times by 35 over u cos 30 subtract g over 2 times by 35 over u cos 30 all squared. So I think we should do some simplifying on this. We know that u divided by u is 1, sine 30 divided by cos 30 is tan 30, so we get 3 equals 35 tan 30. Subtract this thing here, so 3 equals 35 tan 30 minus g over 2 times by 35 squared over u squared cos 30 squared, but cos 30 squared is 3/4, so because cos 30 is root 3 over 2, so actually what we've got times by 3 divided by 1/4, so actually we can have a times by 4 on our numerator. So simplifying that a bit further, the 4 divided by 2 cancels. 35 has factors of 5 and 7, so that doesn't simplify anymore. So actually what we end up getting is we have 3 equals 35. Tan 30 is 1 over root 3. So 3 equals 35 divided by root 3 minus 2g times by 35 squared all over 3u squared. And all we now need to do is to make u the subject of that. So if we add the 2g 35 squared over 3u squared to the one side and then subtract the 3 from the other, we have 2g times by 35 squared all over 3u squared equals 35 root 3 subtract 3, 35 over root 3 subtract 3. Well, we just now want to make u the subject, so we multiply both sides by u squared and divide both sides by 35 over root 3 minus 3 would give us u squared equals 2g times by 35 squared over 3 lots of 35 over root 3, subtract 3. That is our value for u squared. Actually, what do we want? We want u, so we can just take a square root. We take that square root. We don't need to worry too much about the plus or minus, because u is a vector. Sorry, u is a scalar because it is a speed, so we know it is positive. And if we put that into our calculators, we end up getting u is approximately 21.577 meters per second. And if you can see the whole solution from start to finish goes here down to here.